welcome back to my channel. Long time no see, eh? No, today I actually wanted to come and talk about, I feel like this is something that a lot of people go through, that I feel like not a lot of people realize this is exactly what is holding them back from achieving or going after what it is that they want in life. And I feel like this is something that I've been struggling with for all my life, quite literally. Today's video is gonna be about how perfectionism is holding you back from greatness. Okay, you want it like this, on this time, on this day, at this arrival destination, and sometimes it just don't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, though your plan is your plan, there are things that are above you that you do not have control over, and there are things that you do have control over. The things that you do have control over, you are able to make work for you, but the things that you don't, you're gonna have to learn how to adapt and maneuver in life. So I'm basically gonna have my phone out, and I'm gonna be on my notes app, because I kind of made an outline or whatever, to help me as I talk, because me, once I start talking, sometimes I can get off track. So yeah, I just need something to help me stay on track. Okay, so the things that are helping me, once I came to the realization that I am a perfectionist, things that are helping me are basically understanding that, one, I'm becoming my biggest enemy by wanting everything to be a particular way, because there have been so many opportunities that have been presented to me, but because it wasn't in my mind the way I wanted it to be, I was like, no, I'm not doing that right now. I don't want to do this right now because I want it to happen this way at this time on this, you know what I'm saying? And there's so many things I could be doing in life right now, but I've passed so many offers and opportunities. One, first of all, because I didn't feel worthy enough. And second of all, because it really came down to confidence. I did not have the confidence. So I don't know. I feel like confidence and perfectionism, in my opinion, coincide with each other in a way. Like a lack of confidence, a lack of self-esteem. Basically, if you feel like you need to have this, that, and the third in order to do X, Y, and Z, then you have a lack of confidence, you have a lack of self-esteem, because you don't believe within yourself that you have what it takes to get there with what it is that you encompass now, with who you are now. You feel like you have to be this person or have this and that to show people or be whatever, to be able to feel like you're worthy enough to have that result or get to that destination, and it's just not that way. So in this video, I'm going to name 3 things that are helping me with overcoming perfectionism, or not letting perfectionism control my life. You know what I mean? So basically, number 1, we have to understand that we are human, right? When you're human, you're not perfect. Not near one of us is perfect. If you want to sit up in the mirror, whatever you want to do, and be like, oh, I'm perfect, or in your world, in your delirious land, that might be true, but at the end of the day, you're not perfect. No one is perfect. That is the whole human experience, is to live life, right? Make mistakes in order to learn and grow from them. If you're perfect, it kind of just takes away from the journey and the lessons that you need to learn, the things that you need to experience, all of that. If you were perfect, you wouldn't have anything to learn or experience or go through, because you're perfect. You know what I mean? No one's perfect. As a human, we learn and grow, aka evolve constantly. We are constantly evolving. The whole entire time we are constantly evolving. So you have to understand that you are not perfect. You are going to make mistakes. It is not the end of the world. Lovely. It's not. It is not the end of the world. And I feel like it's hard to, for example, for me, I grew up in a household where I'm the second oldest, so I had to be a certain way. And when you are in a household and you are expected to be a certain way, especially by your parents or whatever the case may be, by your guardians, whoever, when you have these expectations, it makes you become more hard on yourself, and it makes you not give yourself room to mess up. So like it results perfectionism. Like you want everything to be a certain way and be perfect, and that's just the human experience is about, like I said, making mistakes and learning from them, because when you learn from your mistakes, that is how you are able to propel on your journey. Like, for example, I just went through a major setback in my life. Where I went wrong was thinking that I had everything figured out, how to run a business by yourself and everything like that, you know? Or like, I don't know, I just feel like I went wrong in certain places, in certain areas. I just went wrong and I just wasn't really aware of a lot of things. Basically, why I'm saying this is basically because like I wanted everything to be a certain way. I just had everything in my mind how I wanted it to be. And when it did not pan out the way that I wanted to, it was as if like my world came crashing down. Like I did not, like it just felt like, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? You know, like it just didn't feel right. And so I'm like questioning, you know, what is my path? What is my purpose? What is my journey? What am I doing wrong? You know? But within that, I learned from my mistakes. I learned from my setbacks and what happened. And I had to learn that the things that we do not have control over are the things we don't have control over. You know, I had to learn that like things happen. But the thing is, though you go through setbacks in life, though things you come across the road bumps in the road, it is up to you whether or not you want to persevere through that. It's up to you whether or not you know within your mind, within your heart, within your soul, if you want this thing. Do you really want this? When you are on the road to success, the stair to success, right? I don't know if any of y'all seen the video where this man, it was just like a social experiment or like a whatever it was, and he's like walking up the stairs and he's falling down and it's like a trampoline on the side or whatever, and it symbolizes like the road to success. Like he's walking up, falls down, gets back up, falls down, and like literally when he was at the last step, he literally fell back down and had to start from square one. You know, if you are someone who is an entrepreneur or wants to be your own boss at your own business, you have to understand that you are going to go through a lot of setbacks because you're taking the road less traveled. You know, you're not taking the road that everyone else is traveled. So the road less traveled doesn't really have that many outlines. You know, you don't really know what and what not to look out for because it's your journey. It's the road less traveled. You live and you learn. Number two is learning to I always have a hard time saying this word. Learning to rewire your subconscious mind. You have to get to the root as to why you are a perfectionist. Like, what have you went through in your life that made you want to make sure that everything is a certain way, have control over this, that, and the third? What in your life made you that way? Like, for example, like being a older sibling, I had to set an example for my younger siblings. I had to be someone that they looked up to, you know? Like, I couldn't be out here acting a freaking fool. Wow, that was actually not okay. Like, I literally hope y'all didn't see that. But, like, I was, you know, I'm the second oldest, so I was one of the siblings that my siblings looked up to, you know, things like that. So I had to set an example, which subconsciously it was like programming me to not make any mistakes. When you're constantly being reminded that you're being looked up to and like the pressure is on you, it makes you feel as though you have no room to mess up or make any mistakes. You also have to ask yourself, why am I in fear of judgment? Because when you're a perfectionist, it's like you immobilize yourself from even being able to take this opportunity or do this or do that because you're in fear of a lot of things. At the end of the day, like, let's get to the root. For me, I was scared of judgment, like, you know, and I had to ask myself, where did this even come from? What am I in fear of? What am I scared of judgment for? But it's because when you grow up in a household like I was saying earlier, where like you have like all the eyes on you and it's like you have no room to mess up and you're just like being pressured to be a certain way, or like if you were growing up in an environment where you at one point were expressing yourself freely and you were being yourself, and then like the people around you were like, why are you acting that way, or why are you wearing that, or you should do this instead of that, or I had, for me it was because I was scared of being myself in front of my family, because I know my family's on my socials, and like I'm scared of like expressing who I am, because I'm in fear of judgment, I'm in fear of like them like judging me. Like it's just more so getting to the root of what is it that's holding you back? Why do you feel like things need to be a certain way? Why aren't you putting yourself out there? Why aren't you going after what it is that you want to go after? Just because you feel like you need X, Y, and Z, or just because you have to get to the root. Oh yeah, the third thing basically for me was what's helping me is like saying affirmations and like reassuring myself that I am doing the best that I can do. I am, hold on, you guys, is basically reassuring myself and doing affirmations and just giving myself time and space and the reassurance that like I'm human, I'm gonna mess up. This is the way of life. This is the journey of life. It is what it is. Just kind of like being not as hard on yourself, and just realize like it's really not that serious. Like it's really not that serious. Like it's not like I feel like we all think everything is so serious, but it's not. Like it's all about getting out of your head and just rewiring your subconscious mind, because like I said, everyone is programmed to be a certain way at some point in their life. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share. I would really love it. And I don't know. Honestly, I'm really trying to figure out what I want to call you guys, because I really don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, literally, I stopped doing I stopped posting videos for so long because, like I said, I'm literally a perfectionist. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this on that day, this on that day, and this. And then when it didn't work out, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do it because it's not going the way I wanted to, and just no, it's not giving that. So, like I said, get to the root of why you are the way you are. Reassure yourself that you're human. You're gonna make mistakes, and just get comfortable in it. Live, laugh, love. Alright, guys. Until next time.